Mythbusters, can we just say, when I was a young warthog, I used to enjoy. I used to enjoy Mythbusters so much.
Oh yeah.
You know, I could actually see you, Timon and Pumbaa.
Which one's which?
You're Timon and he's Pumbaa.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shut up, fuck ass. That makes sense.
No. He's fuck hands.
Fuck hands.
Fuck hands.
Wingless moth.
Found his aroma like a certain appeal. Sorry.
This is Full Size Podcast with Paul,
I really wish I could get another pandemic.
Kyle,
Suck on it until the magic happens.
Phil,
Jesus was from New Jersey.
and me, Tyler.
I would love to know what the f*** is playing right now.
Okay,
Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
All right, I'm in. Me too.
Let's do this!
All right. Hello, welcome to another episode.
Hi.
How's everyone doing today?
Oh, good dearie. Just sitting here drinking my tea.
Doubtfire.
Yeah,
Nice.
I picked a
Drive
proper
by.
episode for January. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Kyle, you're doing dry January. We're going to hear all the cool shit about beer, right?
Yeah, let's talk about beer today. Yeah, lights, camera, suds. Let's we're gonna jump into some beer and some movies.
I like it.
Yeah, I was sitting on the couch the other day and I was just thinking about there's a lot of beer in TV in general, and the one thing that kind of and I'll get to it later that sparked my interest was that there's one brand that I constantly see, like a fake brand in cinema, and then it kind of got me to
Really?
this,
Really? Like a routinely like a beer that doesn't exist brand?
Yeah.
That's on TV a lot?
Yes,
Oh,
yes. And
no
it's
shit.
used by there's one of 7 brands that are
Acme.
used by this
Choice of Wile E. Coyote.
Exactly. Yeah, I wonder if there was that was poor research on my part, but I should have probably researched if there was beer.
You don't have to feel bad that you didn't find out the fake beer brand.
in Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Fucking Hanna-Barbera. I feel like there definitely was kind of some beer back then in the cartoons and
Why
stuff
did
like
you
that.
just say fucking Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah, well, it's a good porn.
I downloaded the wrong porn.
picnic basket.
He's got his... Never mind.
Wacky Racers. You ever see the shapes
I
of some of those
love
cars?
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like penises.
Phallic.
Wacky
Yeah.
races. Holy shit.
Yeah, so basically, I wanted to kind of dive into the world of beer regarding movies and trying to think about some of the ones. Can you think of any off the top of your head that involve beer?
Duff.
Oh, Jesus.
Duff beer?
Duff
for
beer.
Simpsons.
Yeah, that's their fake brand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man.
I'm big into Simpsons right now. I'm loving
Yeah,
it.
you have World's End.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a great one.
even Shaun of the Dead, it was huge. Like, want to go to the Winchester and have a pint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
that's
know?
true.
Some movies do actually use. I for some reason I can't recall any
Beer
exact
Fest?
movie, but every movie that I can think of a bunch of movies where they actually do use Budweiser cans.
Yeah.
So does
Yeah.
Budweiser
Sometimes
have to pay
they'll-
for that? You think?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah,
they
100%.
definitely do.
Okay.
Like Smokey and the Bandit had a Coors Banquet.
Yep.
That was one.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what was the movie that had
Product
a lot of
placement.
Miller
Yeah.
High Life?
But I mean,
there's
what
a
does
ton.
Always Sunny do now? Are they a Coors show?
I have no idea.
I don't.
Oh, really?
think
They,
it's-
like there'll be like a specific one that's all you see.
I
kind
feel
of
like
thing, or-
there's
Huh.
there's
I wonder what
definitely-
that costs. What do you think Budweiser pays?
I don't
for?
know. Well, I have a couple of stats when we get down to some of the other episodes or
Oh,
some
nice.
of the other
Perfect.
movies. But the big ones that stand out to me, obviously, Dazed and Confused,
Yeah,
old
oh, yeah.
school, a lot of beer scenes. Any college film, what's that one with Ryan Reynolds, Van Wilder?
Van
Van
Wilder.
Wilder, yeah. Yep.
So when you were in college, those films were just they were just monumental to
I
everyone.
spoke to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
American Pie was another one
Yep.
that I can think of that was all college related. Or Superbad.
Superbad.
Superbad was
Yeah.
great for
Green
yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they put in the Tide. That's the first Tide. Yeah, that's the first Tide challenge.
Oh, God.
First
Tide challenge.
What's that movie where they get
Animal House.
fucking hammered? Feifel Goes West. No, I can't think of it. I couldn't think of
Somewhere. Is that the same movie?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I couldn't think of it. There's a movie where they're
So
just
good at singing.
super bad. We said that, but there's another one where super bad had fake brands of everything. They had the fake Goldschlager. They had the fake
Yeah.
Hypnotic. They had tons of fake alcohol, and I think that speaks to the budget of a movie. Like if they said just get Budweiser, it's fine. So no big deal. But
Do
then
you
if they
think
have to-
cinema influenced your beer drinking when you were in college?
dude?
Did it motivate you to try different things?
I got so motivated
Yes.
by the movie The Hangover. When I went to Vegas, I made sure I could withdraw $800 out of my bank account so that I have a receipt that says I took out $800 at the Bellagio.
Yeah.
So yes, I've probably been influenced. Yes,
But just to say you're doing that though.
Yeah.
Not-
just to say, yeah, and I put the money right back. I'm like, oh, God.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember.
Actually, you know what? It's not beer, but when The Punisher came out with Thomas Jane,
Yeah.
I started drinking Wild Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Not to jump in, but like my therapist and I were talking, like, what's influential in your life? I was like, well, after I saw the movie Blood Diamond, I started smoking cigarettes because of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Looks cool doing it.
Sometimes, so I quit smoking in 2012. It's been like 12 years, and I was smoking back or two. I was embarrassed to say that I was smoking.
What was your brand?
I liked
Virginia Slims.
Marlboro the lights, Marlboro Lights.
Yeah.
Or Full Reds if I was having a bad day.
Full Reds podcast.
But
I started with Reds.
when I see cigarettes in movies, certain movies only.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, that guy's doing something cool. I'll be cool if I smoke. Not that.
Yeah.
There's movies where they genuinely appear to be enjoying the cigarette, or it's
Yeah,
crucial
the
to what they're
cinematographer
doing.
like gets in
I'll
it.
give you an example. The
Film
the
noir.
the guy from Jurassic Park, the African American guy that's on the computer and he's got the cigarette going.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah,
Hold on to your
Samuel
butts.
Very forgettable actor.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
that scene
fucking
where he's
nobody.
got it in his lip? He's like, exit, carbon, and he's typing on the keyboard.
Please.
It was crucial to the scene.
Crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, I can't get Jurassic Park back online without Dennis Nedry. Check the vending machines.
That's an influential
Check the
thing. I
vending
see that and I
machines.
want a
Yeah, yeah,
cigarette.
yeah.
You know? I can't. There's any other movie.
I mean, I'll go all the way back to Ghostbusters when you have Dan Aykroyd that classic scene. They're walking down the hotel when they go to bust their first ghost.
Yep.
And he sees Slimer for the first time.
busting a
and he's just
ghost.
I'm gonna bust this ghost all over you.
Hysterectomy.
Well, no, it's like in the
getting a
song.
major
It's in the
clue.
song. He's like, "Busting makes me feel good."
Oh,
yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it does.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Smokey Robinson. We'll go back full circle.
Oh yeah.
But
The gasms.
yeah. So no. But there's the scene where it's like he sees him and he opens his mouth and there's a cigarette that just clings to his lip and hangs
How does it
down.
stay there?
Yeah. Because of the paper on the
wet.
cigarette.
I know. But it's still cool seeing that.
'Cause
you know.
Yeah, but you ever do that in real life?
Oh, yeah.
It's right in your eyes. All that smoke.
Oh yeah.
Right in your eyes.
When I started smoking, I had to try it.
Yeah.
There's one thing I never ever even tried: was
No.
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Better
mean,
off.
I've smoked weed, which still
Yeah.
sucks versus edibles.
Right to
but-
jail.
Right to jail.
Right to jail. Right to jail.
Right to jail.
I didn't. I just wasn't.
on the
I
wrong
just wasn't
side
into.
of the road,
I didn't like it. Court told me she tried it once and she just threw up.
Weed?
No, smoking a
cigarette?
cigarette.
Yeah.
It made her throw up.
I've heard that with cigars as well.
That's
I
if
don't
you
get it.
inhale the cigar,
I'm going to
yeah.
say that right now for all of you guys. Anybody watching, maybe you can help me. I don't get the appeal of a cigar. I don't
No,
get it.
It's hard.
I've never enjoyed it.
Honestly, I enjoy a good cigar every once in a while.
I don't get it. You just put it in your mouth and like
No,
smoke around like
you puff on it and then you push it out.
You don't
let
inhale
go.
it.
You don't inhale it.
Okay.
But it's just that because you still get the tobacco, so you get the nicotine
in
right?
the mouth.
but
in
it's
the
just
mouth.
that getting that aroma in your
It's that
in your
aroma,
olfactory
and not to
senses
mention, especially if you're drinking a nice bourbon with it.
Well,
like
that I'll
there's
go for.
something like the bourbon in the cigar. I don't know what it is.
in the study
like
with by a fire.
Special occasions, absolutely. Like weddings, shit like that. Like
don't get
At
it.
least something's going in my body besides cancer. I'll do the bourbon and the cigar. But I can't do just the cigar. I can't do. Just
yeah,
the cigar.
no. I
Yeah,
used to. Actually, there was a good. Okay, here's another thing. I used to do the backwoods cigars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I love Clint Eastwood movies. Like,
Yeah.
like the old westerns. He always
You chewed on them.
And you
You
know what?
wouldn't use them for weed. Take the guts out.
no.
yeah.
Dude, I didn't smoke
Damn,
that
you
much
just
weed.
smoke a full back attack, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
how are you still alive?
Well, I don't know.
What?
Never heard it
Anyway.
called back.
Fuck no, man.
No, but like, and then I found out that the reason why in the movies Clint Eastwood was always lighting them
Yeah.
was because they were going out because he wasn't smoking them.
Right.
So I'm like,
right.
oh fuck.
There's
I was
plenty
like,
of
here
movies
I am, like,
chewing on a cigar. People chew on it too and get
Oh, yeah.
nicotine that way.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
never
yeah.
understood a cigar. I never had one and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm trying the wrong brand. Maybe somebody
Yeah.
can help us.
it's true
Sponsors.
because I have there was a good while where I was like playing poker. Like when I
Oh.
used to play poker with friends, like
Yeah.
I used to go buy like nice Cohibas or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
that I
like
could see.
you know, you're sitting there playing poker and you know you're having drinks and
Yeah.
playing like that was
Yeah,
because
it's fun.
it was that event.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a part of the experience.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna just sit and eat chips and dip on a Wednesday night, but it's good when the football game's on.
Well,
Sure.
Yeah. I'll eat.
I mean,
I've never
I eat
really
chips
been-
and dip
That
whenever.
brings a good thought to see how you actually are subconsciously influenced.
Influenced,
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
I've had very very vivid memories where I remember just having a really rough day and thinking I deserve a beer, but I didn't learn that. I mean, I didn't think that I need the beer to relax. I learned that.
Yeah.
From something.
It's all learned behavior.
100%.
I distinctly remember driving down to South Carolina, and it was a really long drive. We did it in one shot, 11 hours, and we finally got to the
Was that
hotel. I'm
Court's
taking a
thing,
shower.
or?
No, that was when we went to Myrtle Beach, North Carolina.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
And long-ass
Myrtle's in
drive.
South.
It is South? Okay,
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
get them mixed up.
Outer Banks is north.
That's what it is. You know, stiff back from driving that whole way, just exhausted, take a nice hot shower, and it just, you hit the reset button, beer shower. Beer in the shower.
Shower beers?
Yeah.
Shower
Great.
beer.
Yeah.
God, did that feel fucking amazing
Yeah.
in that moment.
And like,
Nothing
why
better.
though? Like,
why the beer in the shower?
Yeah.
Why the beer in the shower?
You don't
I don't
know.
know, man. You got all the blood flow from the warm water hitting you. It just puts you in a better mood.
It's like
Yeah.
drinking in a hot tub. I love drinking in a
oh,
hot tub.
which
Yeah.
can be dangerous,
Yup.
right? Just like
Yeah, it
drinking
can
at
be.
high altitudes, I heard was one too. If you're
Really?
like in mountains,
Yeah.
because, and then you come back down, your blood alcohol changes because of the
That's cool.
pressure in the atmosphere as you go down the mountain. You could be fine, and then when you come down, you pass out
Well,
because
you
you're
also at higher altitude, you also get drunk faster.
yes.
There's a
or is it
cave
vice versa? I can't remember.
in Tennessee where I usually go on vacation, where my grandfather's from. Tyler's been there. There's a cave. It's the largest underground lake in
so
the
cool.
world.
Yeah, I
And you
wanna go.
hike
The
down,
Lost Sea.
The Lost Sea, it's called.
Yeah.
You hike down. It's about a mile, and the lake is underground. They backlight it, and you take a boat ride in it, and there's fish in it, and all that stuff. It's super cool.
Huge
But they go
carp.
through the history of it. It's been owned for 100 years by different people. They used to have a bar down there, and it only lasted a couple months because people would get fucking shit faced in the bottom of the cave, then walk up to the exit, and they'd fucking die.
Yeah.
Because they would be so.
That's
because
what I-
you're
that's
going
where-
down
yup.
in the ground, getting hammered, and then going a mile up.
Yeah.
The pressure
You're-
change totally.
They said people were literally dying, like you
Passing
like,
out on the way out from alcohol
yeah.
poisoning
Whoa.
and stuff, and that you don't realize it because of how much less it
Yeah.
affects you down below.
Dude,
like
you
that.
could house.
Yeah.
Dude. I wonder if it works if you're in a submarine and you're under. Never mind.
Ooh,
The one
that's
controlled
good
by the
fan
Logitech
fiction.
controller. What was that one called?
Down Periscope?
Tin can.
We're gonna
Yeah.
touch on that in a little bit.
I like it. But I actually am having a hard time picking a moment in a movie where I've watched it and thought that looks like that guy's having a nice time because he's drinking that beer in that moment. But you did
Oh my
say
God.
when we were prepping that I loved
mean,
that.
I can name so many movies where like the guys where I'm like, that guy looks fucking cool because
Yeah.
he's got that drink.
But what's cool about it was he just shows up and he says 2 beers and the bartender just knows. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying before we
yeah,
start,
it's
right?
so it's so like obscure. Like there's no description behind
No
it.
size even?
Yeah,
Like-
like, like 2 beers, please. Like sure, I know what you want. Or like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
because
miscellaneous
I-
no brand beer, please, right over here.
So for me, like in my brain, I think that it's like, okay, well that bar only serves like that one beer.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude,
like,
Okie
I'm
Bunkie
not
used to do the same thing. Take a beer, Sam. He did
Yeah, I'm
the
sure like back in
Yeah.
cinema history there was one beer.
Yeah.
yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
But it's like when, you have
fucking
like
rapping over there.
in the movies where you have like, a guy and a girl and they meet and then she's like, all right, pick me up at 8. And they're like, okay. And then all of a sudden he's picking her up at 8, but he's like, how the fuck did he know where she was? Like, he doesn't know her address, her phone number, nothing.
We're
Like,
dancing on flub, son. That's a whole
Like you
other
said,
episode.
you're just like,
Yeah.
hey, pick me up
Hey,
at 8, and then she
continuity.
leaves.
Yeah.
No details.
We're just supposed to as
affect
viewers.
it. And
Yeah.
you know what? And that's the thing with me. Like a lot of the times when I'm watching a movie, it's like I do suspend my disbelief quite a bit.
you have to check
unplug.
some of it at the door.
Yeah,
Sure.
because like you can nitpick the shit out of any movie. Like there's some
Yeah.
times where people like say I watch this and they complain about it, and I'm like, oh wow, is that a bad movie? And then I watch it, I'm like, this was fine.
Yeah, why does
It's because-
Jodie Foster, Jamie Lee Curtis fall in every Halloween movie and still never gets killed? Like Jodie Foster.
I just saw a crazy fictional movie, Oppenheimer. Wow.
So is he a drunk?
seriously?
It's fictional. That was a bad joke.
I might try to go see. I might try to go see that on 70 millimeter tomorrow.
Wait, how do you do that?
It's out in theaters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oppenheimer?
I saw Barbie before that. Sorry.
Me too. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, but I have
I
Barbie.
haven't finished Barbie, but yeah.
Barbie's good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see either of them.
You could like both of them.
It's hard to watch serious movies when you're depressed.
Barbenheimer?
Just saying.
It super
get it.
is.
I understand it, but sometimes also, like, for me, like, when I was super depressed, sometimes I'd watch really super depressing movies because
At least I'm not that bad.
Exactly. That's what it's
I've
like.
done that
Like,
before,
oh,
like-
my life, like,
yeah.
like when I was like 18, 19, like, and I was like really depressed. I used to watch Requiem for a Dream.
Oh.
Fucking dark.
Good Lord.
And I'd be like, well, I'm none of these people.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Watch Crash.
Yeah.
Watch Goodwill Hunting. I do like apples. God damn it.
It could be worse. I could be drinking a Heisler or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, so like I said in the beginning, there's like one of 6 brands that I keep seeing in every TV show, movie, and it's called Heisler.
Yeah, this
I don't
blew
know
my
if-
mind. I didn't realize this.
Did you see any? So like, I'll just go some.
Wait, let's look. Let me see if I can find
Here,
it.
look.
Yeah.
I'll show. I have the pictures up right here, Kyle, if you want to look.
Yeah.
So
Well,
there's
I'll
the
show you with
Heisler
Phil.
beer. It's like a red and gold. It's like a red and gold
yeah.
color scheme thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Like it's in Malcolm in the Middle. My name's
Yeah.
Earl. Workaholics.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you've probably seen
Heisler Gold Ale.
yeah.
Heisler. But basically, I keep seeing this beer, and mainly I see it on USA Network. So it's just interesting that like these movies just recycle one
I
of
was gonna say,
6.
do they all just agree that they're allowed to use this one, or do they have to reach out to somebody to get the permission to make these labels for these fake beer?
Yeah, so my research, my limited research found that it's one prop house that these studios use. So this
I
one,
gotcha.
yeah. So they make like the
it's a
fake
real-
paper bags. Well,
It's a real
okay.
beer from Shameless. It's called Old Style.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, Okay,
Milwaukee or Haleman's Old
Mayonnaise.
Style.
Yeah, it'll make
beer.
you pee out your butt. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it a bad beer?
it's not great. Yeah.
They said
Yeah.
this is. I can confirm that this is
Well,
definitely an
Shameless.
alcoholics beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like 36 cents. Like you'll see the guys who have a problem
Yeah,
buy them
yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a cheapie.
yeah, and then a scratch off usually. It's
First
like
time
in a
I
ham.
ever
One- the
saw
1-2
somebody
punch.
with
Or a Hams.
with an issue
Yeah.
like that,
UCP.
there was a little liquor store where I used to live, and he bought 2 cans of Bud Ice, and he dropped one, and it like popped open, and he picked it up and just started drinking it.
No.
Like, because he didn't want it to waste. It was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he
that
drove.
was a
the
sip.
guy
I
behind the
lost it.
counter's like, do I charge him for it? Like, he's like, do I charge it for it? He's like, no, half it's on the ground. He's like, all right, just take
That's
it.
weird, though.
So he
Yeah,
just
it's
went and
weird.
got another one. It was like, wow, man. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, I mean, do you know any like famous alcoholics in cinema history?
Oh my God.
Betty White.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Betty White. Sorry,
Wasn't Kiefer Sutherland one?
was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
24.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was huge.
He was a big alcoholic,
Robert Downey
right?
Jr.
He had a problem. I know that.
Well, he was also
Drugs,
cocaine.
Most of them were too. But
No, but I mean there was
Who's
God damn, there's so many.
I thought-
Especially in old Hollywood.
Yeah, what, yeah. I can't
Old
remember
Hollywood.
the
Speaking
guy's
of old Hollywood,
Cary Grant and all them guys.
you know who
Grant.
was one? He was not allowed on set unless he agreed with the producer that he would never bring a drop of alcohol
Orson
on
Welles?
set. William Frawley,
Yeah.
from I Love Lucy. Fred,
Yeah.
he was a vaudeville actor, but he was known for his drinking problems. And
Yeah.
he talked to Desi Arnaz, and he says, "We want you in the role, but you are not going to get it if you ever bring a drop of alcohol on the
Yeah.
set." And he never did.
That's
But
that's
he was
right.
no, but I didn't know that was what he was known for up until I Love Lucy.
Imagine
And-
pounding a beer with Fred.
you know, and he's in It's a Wonderful Life too, right?
Miracle on 34th
Miracle on
Street.
34th Street. He's there, which
What's
is
the other
weird.
guy?
He keeps making like weird eyes. At the
Orson
judge.
Welles was a drunk.
Oh, he was.
Oh, that clip of him. The clip of him
You
where
ever
he's
see that
where
video
he's
where
the
he's doing a wine
outtakes.
commercial, but he's actually
Oh
drinking
yeah,
the
I've
wine?
seen
Yeah.
that.
That's a good one.
I love that one.
Oh, fucking Ben Affleck was a huge.
Yeah.
he was an
Oh, really?
alcoholic,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not cool to be drinking
What's the guy?
anymore.
Dax Shepard was a bad one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Dax
was
Shepard
Dak
was
Shepard.
bad. She threatened to leave him a few times, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
Wait, Kristen Bell was a.
No,
she's
married
with
to
Dax.
Dax Shepard.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he
And you know what?
relapsed like 2 years ago on pain pills.
It's funny because like, have you ever looked at somebody at their face and thought, "I can see you doing that"? Like just their face.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
You know what
no,
I mean? Like-
I've
Well, you can tell alky face.
yeah, 100%.
That's what I mean.
was gonna
That's what I
say,
mean.
Like
The gaunt face and the. You know.
there are people that I've
nose.
known, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm looking at like the capillaries in their nose and everything. I'm like, oh, you're a drinker.
Oh, they
Yes.
have bulb
Yeah.
nose.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. There's one movie that I'm not a massive fan of, but I am a massive fan of the beer that is in that movie,
Ooh.
and it is Jaws with
Yeah.
Narragansett. I love Narragansett.
I don't know how you're not a massive fan of Jaws because it's one of the greatest. It's one of the cinematic masterpieces.
Yes.
God, I love Jaws.
Yeah.
Chicks, you guys owe each other Narragansett.
Farewell to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell to you ladies of Spain.
Farewell.
Received orders to ship up
Such
to
a great.
Boston.
You go into the water.
Yeah.
Monster in the water.
I really wanted to
I'm
visit
talking about larva.
Cage goes in the water.
when we went
You
to
go in the cage. A shark's in the water.
I poop in the water. Shark
And you
runs
know what's-
away from the poop.
So
I poop.
that scene. That scene where like they're having the town meeting about it,
yeah,
right?
and
he does the thing with the I know that shit bothers people, but for
Yeah.
some reason that never bothers me. That
Screeching,
sound like
scratching on
the nails
Makes
on a
the back of my
chalkboard.
neck tingle.
Yeah, nails on a chalkboard. I don't find offensive at all.
I think it's hilarious.
Honestly, and
Not even
people are
like silverware on a glass plate. So
Oh,
screeching in
oh
there.
yeah,
That's-
that
that's
will.
bad.
But
I
like,
don't mind that
but like,
either.
Really?
Yeah. I
if
like
you
doing it
ever
to my
listen,
wife.
if you ever listen to fingernails on a chalkboard, it doesn't make anywhere near the
No,
same.
they amp it up for movies.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, and it's like when they use an eagle cry and it's a fucking hawk.
Yeah, it's a red-tailed hawk.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
If you ever think about that, they do.
Beautiful.
But
ADD.
yeah,
I
no,
did an eagle cry. That was not if I did
That
a
was an
walrus
eagle cry.
chant
actually,
or whatever.
Actually, I have an eagle. I could
Period.
play- No. I have
an eagle,
I
everyone.
own one.
No, I have an eagle talking.
Did you know on Google you can
yeah.
ask them how to pronounce things and they'll do a pronunciation, but you could also click slower. So I record the slower one, put it in Instagram, and then put it at half. It's like spaghetti. It's so funny.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I couldn't get it to do it. It just says spaghetti or it says spaghetti. But
Oh,
there's one
sensual.
online where like it was actually slowing down the audio of the recording of the person, so it's like spaghetti.
Oh, high pitch.
Slower.
That's what I was going for. He just got it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a turtle actually asking for lettuce.
Rosebud.
I just watched that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just watched it on Saturday.
Oh,
What
interesting.
movie?
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
It just says Kane everywhere. I'm like, it feels like the beer. Oh, dry January stuff. Kane beer.
It's not.
Yeah,
I don't know. Honestly, it's dry January is the easiest thing I've ever done,
I like when
not that bad.
and
this
I'm not
year.
even doing dry January
that's fun.
because I stopped drinking in December.
Did you? Yeah. How you like it?
It's fine.
What are you keeping up with?
I sleep better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh yes.
Sleep better, and I don't feel anxious.
Yeah, it kind of takes. Yeah, it takes away anxiety.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a couple weeks for that to happen,
Agree.
but
As you drink your
I didn't have it on 29.
feels like screw you guys.
Yeah, it'll be a month.
I love my anxiety.
So wait, what's the drinking in Shawshank?
Yeah, what is
so,
that?
I know that.
Andy like barters with the guard.
The guard.
Pretty much.
May is one month to get shit.
he offers him some kind of like business.
Financial advice. So Hadley,
There we
Hadley, his brother dies.
And
And then once his brother dies, he inherits $50,000, $40,000, and
back
Andy
then.
Dufresne decides what he's going to do is he's going to tell him you could keep every cent of that, and
Gift
while
it to
he's
your wife.
yeah, and give it to your wife if you trust your wife. But because he said, "Do you trust your wife?" he's hanging him off the side of a fucking building.
threatened to shove his dick
Yeah.
in his mouth.
So then he,
Yeah.
so then he says, so then he's like, I want 2-3 beers a piece
Yeah.
for each one of my coworkers, and he's like
One guy
laughing.
Snickers, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have that classic Morgan Freeman. And there we were.
Wound up sitting in a row at 10 o'clock in the morning, drinking icy cold Bohemia-style beer.
Bohemia style.
Courtesy of
Czech
the
lager.
hardest screw
Yeah?
that
Yeah.
ever
That's
walked the
Bohemia
turn
style?
of Shawshank
Nice.
State Prison.
Dude, actually, I think I've had that.
I love that we're all and you're in it. You're in that. You're just
Because now I'm gonna go home and watch the whole fucking movie because you guys interrupted it. I told you if I watch that movie, I gotta
Now
finish it.
I can't watch 2 minutes of it.
yeah. Now I'm. I had this thing actually for some reason when I was like early 20s. Every time, because you know how we'll like. For guys, it's like a second language to talk in movie quotes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Anytime me and my friends used to quote Office Space, I'd have to go home and watch it.
I haven't
Really?
watched it all the way through yet.
What?
I know.
That's
I
a
have
good
to.
one.
I've never seen Godfather.
Me neither.
You know the funniest in Office
I
Space?
did not care for The Godfather.
Is that when he's driving
It
in the car
insists upon
listening to
itself.
rap and the guy selling roses?
I don't care. Wait, what?
Is that what I'm not thinking of?
No, I didn't hear it.
The guy's driving in his car and he's listening to like full on gangster rap.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy comes by selling roses.
And he's rapping along with it, too. He's
Like
like,
the motherfucker.
and then he's like, rolls up the window. Yeah.
I want to get hypnotized so I can just be happy at work.
There's your intro to the show. That's a good one.
I like my
Starring
job.
Phil.
I
I want to
would like-
get hypnotized so I work.
I'm telling you, dude, just do a lot of mushrooms. I'm serious. Just do a big, heavy dose, and you'll be.
Dude, look into
What's
frequencies,
that-
sound baths.
Oh,
Like, so there's
brown.
certain frequencies that they use for advertisements because it triggers a certain part of your brain. There's other noises that they use for like intense moment. Like it's crazy what the difference between 440 versus 432 hertz does.
Yeah.
And they put sand on a speaker and they show you what 430 hertz looks like, and it's like a star, and then
Yeah.
they do 440 and it's like a square.
They also do with the liquid, like the viscous liquid.
Yes.
And it creates different shapes just like that.
But you can listen
Oobleck.
to, there are frequencies to help with depression and anxiety. There are frequencies to help you
Yeah.
get a deeper sleep, to hit REM
Yeah.
sleep. And they work. There's a guy that records in certain frequencies with Tibetan sound bowls. You put that, I do that on Friday and Saturday nights. Like if I don't have to work Saturday, I get in the most deep sleep. And for the first time in my life, I've slept till like 9, 10 o'clock. Like
Nice.
just
Yeah.
such deep sleep.
Dude, and
There's a lot of a lot of scientific evidence as to how certain frequencies affect different parts of your brain.
A lot of research in it, yeah.
So with a lot of the psychedelics, like when you have these psychedelic, like the rituals, like if you go back to like down in like Amazon and shit, like there's a lot of it that they incorporate certain frequencies of like
humming?
certain gongs and humming
yeah.
or chanting, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, for meditating and things like
right,
that.
Right,
Sure,
right,
sure.
because it's part of it. Because they call it the healing frequency. I think it's
Yeah.
like 990 hertz.
Something- yeah.
They
something
play
like that.
music at the greenhouse where my dad works because the
Right.
plants react
Yes.
different to it.
Yes.
Yeah, we listen to pink noise when we sleep. It's like a frequency.
I know what that is. That sounds like
Yeah.
a fan, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's,
Pink
it's a
baby.
higher pitch
Yeah,
one.
pink-
Baby noise.
Yes.
Baby,
Hot-
what-
hot
I
baby.
I will paint with hot baby.
hot baby noise.
Tune into whenever's episode.
But
I know
Another
about
episode.
hot babies.
I just saw a video online about like the reactions of different frequencies,
Yeah.
and you have a tuning fork that has a string with a golf ball on it, right?
Yes.
And they took another tuning fork and they hit it, right? And nothing happened. But then they had the tuning fork that had the same frequency as the other tuning fork. When they hit it, the ping pong ball started bouncing off the tuning
Yes.
fork because at the same frequency.
Yeah,
So it's like
It resonates.
It's talking about like if you're on the same frequency with people,
Yeah.
like you resonate
I saw
with each
the
other.
same
and stuff.
thing
Yeah.
with on MythBusters when they were trying to break a wine glass with your voice.
Right.
If you tap the wine glass and get the frequency and you yell that frequency back at it, that's what makes it vibrate the most and shatter.
Dude,
If you
can
hit the
we-
right frequency, that's what it does. Science. Let's do a science episode.
Mythbusters.
Yup.
Can we just say when I was
institution.
when I was a young warthog, I used to enjoy Mythbusters so much.
Oh yeah.
You know, I could actually
It's on-
see
it's on
you.
Max.
Loved that show.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact,
Which one's which?
you're Timon and he's Pumbaa.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shut up, fuck ass. Oh yeah,
He can clear
No,
the
no,
savannah
fuck
after
hands,
every
fuck
meal.
hands. Fuck hands.
Fuck hands. Wingless moth. Sleeping in petri dishes and
She
shit.
found his aroma like a certain appeal. Sorry.
So before we were like well-crafted adults trying to care for our health, like my big thing.
back to that, go back to that.
My big thing was like debauchery, and that one of the movies was for like involving beer was Beer Fest for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Das
Did
Boot, man.
any of you guys try any of the games that came out of that movie?
I never watched that
Like
movie.
beer
I'm
pong,
sorry.
maybe
Well-
at the very
Well,
least.
beer pong was good.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, so playing beer pong with the paddles was a totally different experience for me, and I thought it was
I never
Beirut.
played with
Yeah.
paddles.
Yeah.
How do you play
Yeah.
with
I
paddles?
think it's called Beirut at that point, right?
Beirut.
It,
Yeah.
Or
it
the
depends.
other way- the other one's
yeah,
Beirut, right?
Beirut is the one where you throw,
Throw, yeah.
but beer pong is when you have the
It
paddles
has
and
to
you
bounce off the table
That
and
would be
into the cup.
incredibly hard when you're drunk.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but that was
that
the
was the
origin
thing. That was
of
the whole
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever find that when you're playing these bar games that you get a little bit better with the right amount of
Until
alcohol in
you go
because
too
it cuts
far.
the yeah.
Once you go too
Oh,
far,
there's a sweet spot.
There is a perfect sweet spot
Yeah.
where it
Yeah.
cuts the edge off, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're baller at cornhole
Yeah.
or something
yeah,
like that, right?
it's also because essentially your inhibition, like your
That was well
like
said.
self doubt, is just gone.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
what it
care.
is. You don't care. You don't
Yeah.
care. All of a sudden,
Inhibitions
the
out the window.
overthinking is gone, and you're just
Yeah.
like, fuck it, man. I need to throw it that way. And
Yeah.
it fucking goes right in. Or darts when I'm playing darts down here, drinking
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
with friends. Same thing. Like, I'm all of a sudden getting bullseyes or triple 20s and stuff, and I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. But yeah, one more drink, too
Bowling.
far.
Yeah.
Here's a thing about beer pong. One time we had this little block party thing in my neighborhood. And my parents went away with Tyler and Nikki, and I was home by myself, being responsible and watching the house. And they had this block party, and it was right when Four Loko first started coming out. So I'm like, let's get one of each. So if I say that only Tyler will actually, you might understand it. They had a beer pong table set up in my friend Andy's driveway.
Okay.
Their ping pong ball hit the curb and bounced all the way over to Larry's driveway.
Yeah.
Across the street. I took that ping pong ball and I threw it as hard as I could. It went up over the power lines and sunk into the last.
Nice.
No
Everyone in our
Across the
neighborhood
street,
was like,
over the power
oh
lines.
my fucking God!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was
Yeah.
the coolest.
Trick shot rebound.
Yeah.
I'm chasing the high of that moment of fulfillment for the rest of my life. I was like, yeah, that was, what'd
Did you hear that? I played the wrong. Oh, it's supposed to be the.
Yeah.
What did you actually play?
There's like
It
a
was
Windows
like,
sound.
boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop. Yeah.
This was our strange news segment sound back in the
This
day.
was. I mean, honestly, you know what this reminds me of?
Any nature documentary.
No. Well, yeah, kind of.
Keeping it. Yeah. I like this.
What the hell was that?
I'm digging this shit. Yeah, I like it.
For me, this is like God damn it, establishing shop music,
Yeah.
like at some kind of tech firm or something like
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
establishing
yeah.
shop.
Here at
yeah.
Atwood Industries,
Or
we
like the
strive to
menu
provide
for
the
a
most.
video game.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like-
yeah.
Yeah, like
the start
Donkey
screen.
Kong or
Yeah.
Crash or something like that takes
Yeah.
place in the jungle. You know,
This.
yeah.
This should be our new intro. I'm gonna meditate to this tonight.
it's pretty sweet, and it's on
I'm
a loop,
gonna
so it just
masturbate
keeps
to
going.
it.
I started to.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question for you. I actually
Yeah.
have a really serious question.
Do you do guided meditation,
Only because I watched the movie.
or do you do it unguided?
Influential.
I do guided because I have ADHD.
So what do you use?
Okay, that's
what do
my
you use
question.
for guided? What do you-
Headspace had a 40%. It might still be-
Headspace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use
Yeah.
Calm.
Yeah. I like
I
Calm.
use Calm pretty
So
regularly. I like
the only difference between Calm and Headspace that I found is I have more meditation options in Headspace than
Okay,
Calm.
and I found I liked one or two in particular teachers on Calm that aren't anywhere else.
Yeah.
I like them, so I would listen to them
Yeah,
mostly.
that's-
So
yeah.
that's what I go with. But I also like the soundscapes. They have the same the 140 hertz or the 440
Yeah.
hertz stuff. They have all that stuff in there. I use it quite regularly to fall asleep, to hit the reset button, practice the breathing techniques and all that stuff. Works great, really. But yeah, I need the guidance for sure.
Did you ever try to do the guided meditation without the or did you try to meditate without the guidance thing?
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
tough.
do it.
It's tough. It's too tough.
So use a candle. That helps. Put a
light a
candle in
can-
front of you and just stare at it. You don't have to close your eyes when you meditate.
you don't have to. No.
Yeah.
You just look at the flame?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Pay
watch
pay attention
something.
to your breath. Watch the flame.
432
that.
hertz and 963 hertz.
963. You're
The
right. You're
secret one-
absolutely
those
right.
extra ones.
Yeah.
432 is the human vibration. That is your body's
Yeah.
natural human vibration. So anything that you hear in that frequency is going to be easier for you to take in because that's what your body's producing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Here, you want to hear what a 432 sounds like? So I'm
Yes.
curious.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see what this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's
You
a
should
lot.
feel that in the
with the-
back of your neck almost. Like think if you stop and focus on it, you should feel it in the back of your neck, your throat, your
Alpha wave
esophagus.
music is music that can heal the body and soul, very suitable for meditation, relaxation, and helps you easily fall asleep. Listen to this sound. You will improve your health, your brain, and your mind will get rid of negative energy, blah, 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 blah.
That's
And it's got, that's one, for
So this
example.
is very
yeah.
interesting.
That's
So
incredibly good.
Let me find another one here. Royalty free.
Hold on. I'm gonna send this to you, Tyler.
Oh, there it goes. There it
Yeah,
goes.
because I'll put that on and I'll listen to it, especially if I take a little edible and whatnot. It's like, whew. And then when I wake up in the morning, I meditate in the morning. But what I do is it's literally just me sitting there, eyes closed, breathing. Yeah.
that's good.
And then when they introduce the second frequency underneath, eventually, like it's because there's two frequencies going on at once here. You have
Oh, sure, I hear it.
you have
yeah.
430, and then you have the 96. Yeah.
Like you can, I don't know. For me, I can like sometimes when like you're tuning a guitar, you can hear.
Oh, yeah.
Hear
Yes.
the two at the same time. It's like. Whoom,
That's
whoom,
exactly
Yeah.
what it is. The
Yeah.
strings look
Yeah.
different. Like the thicker string
It's
looks like a
because-
bigger wave, and the little ones look like they're vibrating. It's
Because
different frequencies.
when you're tuning a guitar, that's at 440.
yes,
Because unless you do some kind of crazy alternate tuning, which like a sitar or something like that has extra octave strings, they're tuned at not for I don't know. I never got that far into
How
it.
did we
but
get here from
yeah.
beer?
I don't know, but I remember doing nitrous and hearing wow, 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 wow. So back to vices. Let's talk about beer again.
Yes,
Back to the beer. It all goes back to the beer.
Beer and cinema.
Yeah. Well, it's actually interesting that we get to this part of the conversation because I think we're going to start seeing less beer, less alcohol in cinema. Because it's like less influential. I mean, we had those big things. There's a lot of notable ones like the Heineken thing with Skyfall. Like James Bond was no longer drinking a martini. He got like $45 million for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it Skyfall or did that start in?
Check my notes.
Did that start in the one before it, Quantum of Solace?
Or was it Casino?
Casino Royale. Because he had the martini and that specific martini. I remember ordering one time at a bar.
Okay.
So like I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like did he do Beefeater? Was that him?
Yeah, Beefeater gin.
I think it was Beefeater. Yeah.
He was a gin martini, not vodka. I remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. You right?
Yeah, I'm fine. No, that was actually.
Punch the mic.
I think he did. I think it was vodka.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because I think he said, yeah, I can't remember.
Let's go watch everyone watch a Bond tonight. Everyone. Yeah.
I'll watch all of the Daniel Craig Bonds in one sitting.
But yeah, no, I think we'll start seeing alcohol less and less in cinema. But
I think so too. Just because there's a lot more information out there nowadays about what it does to people, and you could just see in general that it doesn't have that kind of cool connotation that it had in the 90s and 2000s. Was kind of the end of that, I think, for us. I mean, like for our generation, you'll see, you'll actually start to see more people reference other substances now more.
I think you're still gonna have it.
Oh, sure.
But I think it's gonna have that because of the connotations. It's like it's gonna be for that specific character.
Sure.
So like let's say it's like a mobster or like somebody who's
the character. It's part of the character.
Every time you have like a woman that has like an abusive husband. He's always drinking.
Beer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like for some reason,
light beer or
Linda and Bob's
Sunblade.
Burgers, she drinks a lot of wine. She's like, I haven't drank that much. I've only had half of 4 bottles.
So 2 bottles?
So 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah, I can definitely see it going in that
Yeah.
realm. But I'm still gonna. At the end of the day, sometimes I'll crack a beer and watch a movie.
That's what I was gonna say. So, what do you like? A nice thing to do too. Like for the first time, I remember I went to one of those movie theaters where you dine in.
Oh yeah, and you get
love that.
Yeah.
I worked at a radio station at the time, and at the end of the year, after the busy season, the program director took us out which was awesome. We saw The Martian. Loved that movie.
Oh, it was a
great,
good movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
And I think it was just plain old Bud Light or something like that we got. And I mean, just having that brought to you when you're sitting down there. God, did that hit the spot? That was great, man. Of
course.
So it's almost about like being. Is it more about the environment or about the drink itself?
Both.
You're doing.
Both.
Yeah.
Like what makes it so great? Because I mean, I could have a Bud Light like in my basement. And it's a totally different experience than having one on the beach. So,
Yeah.
Or a margarita or something
Yeah.
like that. And it's just one of those things that really hits the spot. But do you have since you're somebody who has such a wide knowledge of flavor
Alcohol.
and beer in general and using them in different applications, do you have like a good go-to beer for when you want to watch a movie or something like that?
I mean, it's for me, it's going to be about style because there's an ABV factor. If you want to enjoy the movie, you're not going to pop down a 11%.
Pretentious alert.
Absolutely. No, that was my concern. Was
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I get exhausted halfway through if I have something
Yeah,
too
you get all
heavy, and I'll
sleepy.
fall asleep through the movie. I won't pay
Exactly.
attention.
I'm that way with
I
stouts and
want
porters
something.
now.
So I brought
to
a stout
enjoy?
to change your mind because of this connotation. But anyways, keep going.
No, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say I want something that I can enjoy, but also keeps me awake and engaged enough to enjoy the movie as well.
Yeah.
Because it's very quick and easy to not do that if you grab the wrong one.
Exactly. I think it's any beverage that you kind of bring to an occasion, even if it's in your home, you want to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
You be able to savor it the whole time, and hopefully it doesn't interrupt that experience. So, I mean, for me, I'm gonna drink something lighter, whether it's like this Kenwood lager. Like I said, I usually go for the Narragansett, which is another light lager.
Yeah.
Or I'll go for a Pilsner, and then sorry, I'm talking away from the microphone.
You're right.
And then to counteract that stereotype that you should not have stouts, this is a 4% stout. And you should
4%?
have you should have a dry stout. A dry Irish stout is going to traditionally be less ABV.
So that is like how heavy and dark the beer is.
So how much alcohol content you're
Oh, that's what it is.
So like,
okay.
Yeah,
like
4.1%. That's wild. And this is Levante, Westchester. That's cool. Awesome.
So basically, if a lot of people
Crack
think,
that open February 1st.
you want to? I have more, so if anyone wants it.
It's like that beer was
I'm
made
very
for that
curious
occasion.
to try that. I'd like to find stouts and porters that I have. I'm aging 2 beers for us for Boston.
Oh yeah.
One of the Trillium stouts that I got last year. I haven't touched it since then.
You sure you checked your cabinet?
Why?
I stole it.
I have there's a tiramisu one I have, and also a raisin rum cake one.
beer.
Oh, I remember that one.
I bought 2 of each.
Yeah.
I'm gonna age one for a long time.
Yeah.
And the other 2 I'm gonna bring for the 1-year anniversary of my salmonella outbreak. And I I also have a Troon vanilla Troon stout that I had bought for Boston last year that I didn't touch since Boston. I'm gonna crack that out for us.
That'd be nice.
That's awesome. Well,
They're gonna be good beers.
Go around the horn. Is there any beer that you like to watch, or like any go home kind of like when you did drink?
Home.
Like what was your like cracking a beer kind of thing, or whatever you had kind of?
I'll go last because it's not exciting. Mine's not exciting.
I am big. So my shower beer go to would
Oh
be
yeah,
any
Fuck
light.
It. Change of what's your
Shower
shower beer?
beer.
I'm giving
Okay,
scenarios
I
and
like
what
that.
I choose.
I have an answer for that.
I
then.
have,
Okay.
There's 4 different scenarios. There's the after work, I just need to chill out and have a beer. I go for Narragansett for that. I have 30-pack of Narragansett all the time.
Just toss something in there. Yeah.
Or like just your Miller Lights, your Busch Light, just the regular
regular light
bang
beer.
Under
just
5,
pounders.
yeah.
I could
Agree,
leave it out
agree.
and forget about it and not be upset.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Shower beer is a mid-level IPA, like a
Okay.
good 6 or 7%,
right.
just to get that ball rolling.
Do you chug it right before you start?
No, just throughout the shower.
I
And then
feel the shower.
if I'm in the garage, if I'm working in the garage and I'm working on something, if I'm packing orders, working on the snowblower, whatever, just anything I'm doing working in the garage, I want a flavored beer, like your fruity stuff. I want I have a fruit stripe.
Something to keep you going.
Something with a
Something
little
to look forward
flavor.
to while you're tasking.
But it's also
maybe?
emblematic of the activity. If
Yes.
it's going to be poppy and zippy and stuff like
It
that.
keeps me.
Yeah.
It keeps
a good
me
point.
going. Any kind of coffee stout would be cool for that too. I'm trying not to do stouts and porters, but they're heavy. But it's got to have some sort of rich flavor or something cool about it because I'm doing something in the garage. It keeps me engaged, keeps me on task. End of the night beer, like winding down or at like a family thing, it can literally be any kind of like a light, like a Hefeweizen or like a any sort of citrus beer. I don't know why, but when I'm with my family, I always want like something a little citrusy because it's bright, it's crisp, it picks you up a little bit.
I'm really
It's
big
like
on the
that-
citrus.
Yeah, like that Italian end of the espresso with the orange peel.
Big time.
Yeah.
Because you know
Big
what,
time.
I guess I won't go last because now that I know about now that we can just like talk about any
figured it
scenario.
out.
Here's my thing: is my favorite scenario to be drinking, and what coincides with that. Shower is number 2, but for 1 is the pool.
Babysitting.
Is the pool number 1's the pool for me,
Yeah.
and summer shandies. Love the summer
that's what I'm
shandies with the
talking-
citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Yes,
pool.
in the pool, a
grapefruit
summer shandy.
Yeah.
A summer shandy in the pool, and also the red, white, and
Fryerhofer.
blue Smirnoff Ice Pop.
At Nikki's
Wine.
having
yeah?
the fryer.
The blue ones. Oh, I
That
love
was,
them.
I think
in the
that was
pool.
my first introduction to your flavor profile because we went shopping for you, or like
Oh,
we were like,
yeah,
we were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Get them for him. And I was like, oh
Yup.
wow, I didn't know they fucking make them.
Oh, your
Dude.
brother's a sister.
I have a couple of them still in the fridge. And you know what? I'm proud of it, man. It's my favorite. If I'm enjoying it, fuck all y'all.
That's why they make so many different styles.
Here's your goddamn beer.
Calm down, beer.
You got any, PJ?
But that's what it is the pool.
No, they're good.
So
I can't
floating in
pound
the
them
pool,
like him.
hell yeah, man. Float in the pool, put the Bluetooth
Quintessential.
speaker on.
Yeah, dude.
That is my happy
I
place.
want to do a good beer share when we go to Boston this year, like just us.
Yeah.
Like I want to bring that beer, meaningful beer. You have stuff probably that's special, like reserve stuff. You have stuff that
I
you
wasted
like.
it all on you guys already. So, I blew my load with
You're
that.
so
14%.
you're so selfless. That's so beautiful.
Dude,
That was my last one.
Wow.
that was one of the motivations for Dry January. Dude.
Wow.
Don't ever watch that.
Yeah.
But I want to do a beer share, maybe a couple other people, whatever. But I want to sit around a table like this, no
Get to know
recording, no
people
nothing,
that
and
way,
just
I guess.
fucking kick it.
Just little sips.
Just slowly get
Little
fucking-
sips in conversation.
Sure.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe
If we're
play,
gonna have time for that,
We will.
maybe play cards or something, right? Toss around some cards.
maybe we'll see.
What about you,
Play
BJ? What do you
rummy.
got?
Well, so it depends. Like it's all situational for me. Like
Same, yeah.
You know, I've never been one to like come home from work and then like, oh, I gotta have a beer. I've never had that
No.
feeling ever.
Bragger.
I just it's like
I'm sitting here with like 5 fucking beers.
Yeah. I'm like, well, no, it's
this one for Thursday. This one
like
for
I typically like enjoying like a nice beer with food,
Yes.
with like dinner, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
And maybe like afterwards. Obviously, there were like the party beers, which were like the Bud Lights, Coors Lights, all that shit.
social
like,
events.
Those are the ones where it's like, okay, I know I'm going to be playing beer pong. I know I'm going to be doing like
Yeah.
Flip Cup, all that stuff.
I love it.
But like my standard, like Narragansett has become like that standard rotation beer that I have, like, that or Stella Artois.
Yeah.
It's my
Oh, yeah.
all-time favorite. Like if
Sure.
I'm going out, let's say I'm going out to dinner at somewhere else, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'll have a Stella.
It's a little fancier.
But I love trying like new stuff and like, oh, that
so
sounds
do I,
good. Let me try
I've-
that. Like,
I,
let me give me-
there's been way too. I know that I'm very narrow-minded when it comes to a lot of our
Yeah.
habits, as are most humans in general. But that's the only way you're going to find new stuff that you're going to like.
Before I like cut back, like my thing though was going out and like having a drink. Like I was like, let me get a tequila on the rocks. That's it. Like,
Dude, I forgot all about tequila and margaritas and stuff. For me, margaritas was a big one.
honestly,
Still 40%
just
off.
tequila,
Really?
just straight tequila on ice.
I have right over there. I have a the Margaritaville
Shots,
maker.
people.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
go.
I got the I won this past November. I won a basket auction. I won a basket with margarita mix and tequila in it.
Oh, it was so fun.
a
Everybody
win.
won but me.
It's true.
Yeah.
I won 2 baskets.
everyone-
Court
everyone
won 2
but
baskets.
you?
The fucking dog won a basket.
Yeah, we won a basket for
What?
Abby. My wife won one. Nikki won one, and Nikki won 2. I won 2.
Christy got 2.
I got a car care kit and a tequila basket.
That's
stuff. Oh, yeah,
awesome.
it was
I
great
got a
time.
rock.
I got a
Yeah.
rock.
I got a rock.
I got Iran.
But yeah, so long story short, if we don't get sponsorship from Narragansett at the end of this fucking episode, I don't know what's going to happen.
And I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you
But,
people want.
But I'm really
Well,
excited
then I do.
that we're going to be able to hang out at a brewery in Boston
Well, I think
and shoot the shit.
we'll be able
Yeah.
to
Sure.
get a lot of the Boston-centric brews at Burke's, their tap room.
Yeah.
I got to find the exact name of that, but anyway, they will probably have. I would
Insert.
say, Trillium. I would say they would have. Like any of the
Treehouse is up there, probably.
Treehouse, dude. Treehouse is the shit. We gotta
Notch.
get
Banging. That was
yeah.
a surprise last
that.
year.
That was a big
Yeah.
surprise.
I've heard good things about Notch, but
As a group, the 4 of us have a group chat on our phones here, so we can communicate about stuff going on
Really?
behind the show. And you guys were
Wait, do you
talking
guys have a
yesterday-
group chat without me?
No, I'm saying us. I'm telling the people.
Fuckers.
You guys were talking about there's a couple breweries now that are leaving that are filed bankruptcy. Like, what's going on now with the beer bubble? What happened?
oh yeah. So like, there's a good amount of breweries who opened up in the pandemic because that was the popular thing.
Yeah.
The one that I'm about to mention has been, for me, an institution, but I've just seen ones left and right, especially my town, Phoenixville. It's got about 8 breweries within a mile strip, and
Yeah, dude,
over-
that was cool to show me all that.
There's a whole
That was nice.
Once you guys come next time, we'll take a little stroll. I don't want to drink all of them, but I'll show you them all. But anyways, I'm just seeing more and more close down. Stickman out of Pennsylvania, that was a big one. I brought some of that
Yeah.
guy to you guys before. Forgotten Boardwalk, the New Jersey one that just
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think
well, the
they're
New
all-
Jersey, the Forgotten Boardwalk one, they couldn't work anything out with their lease, and all their shit's there. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
it's too expensive to move.
So it's just something
Yeah.
about that. So that's one situational thing.
yeah,
But,
which is surprising to me. 'cause
to
I
just
thought
up and
that-
abandon that project? It's
Yeah.
yeah.
it's probably something they'll probably try to
Well,
find
I mean,
another way
look,
to get it
that's
going
it.
eventually.
That's
bad.
what happened with River Horse. River
Yeah.
Horse, they were having a problem with their lease, actually, the landlord, I believe, wouldn't fix some of the shit when they were in Lambertville,
yeah.
and then they just said, "All right, well, we're leaving," and they went to Ewing.
Yeah. Okay. So
They just
they could do
bought,
something like that probably.
Who makes Sweet Baby Jesus beer?
Oh,
Dewclaw.
yeah.
River Horse just bought Dewclaw.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah.
They should make a beer called
you're gonna
Hot
start
Baby.
seeing a lot of that. You're going to
Yeah.
start seeing a lot of merging.
River Horse sponsored Full Slice Podcast.
Yeah,
What are
back
we
in the
doing?
day,
They
yeah.
sponsored us. They sent us a bunch of cases of
No
beer.
way.
They were
Yeah,
actually
the-
pretty cool with the episode. They listened
Actually,
to it
they
at the
had a
shop.
good summer
Hey, guys.
summer beer. The
Summer
Yeah.
Blonde.
Hey,
Citrus,
let's
the
go
summer
over
blonde.
there.
Yeah, they sent us the summer blonde case.
I
That was
like
great.
those.
Dude, we should do a live taping.
Yeah, River Horse. Yes.
Yeah, River Horse.
I had a really good outtake of Kyle trying to do a River Horse spot before.
What
It's aesthetically pleasing.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
I used that when I made that little
you did?
teaser trailer.
God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was for, River
Yeah.
Also,
I'll see if I can find it while you talk.
Bolero Snort sent us a bunch of beer.
Oh, really?
Bolero's good beer.
They're
That's-
they're adjunct heavy, but if you like different flavor, that's not a negative. That's just
No,
a
it's
style.
so good.
Yeah.
They're orange and cream pop.
Yeah.
The Bullwhip, I think you call it. They were super generous with beer. I mean, it'd be nice to have somebody that'll be behind the show and with everything, but for them to give us some beer was really nice.
Here it is.
Hey guys, it's Kyle, here to talk to you about the newest member of the River Horse Brewing family, their Raspberry Triple Horse Belgian Style Ale. A crisp, delicious Belgian Style beer with a raspberry finish, 10% alcohol, and it's aesthetically pleasing. God damn it!
You could tell he was whispering.
I was doing it
really good.
I was doing it cold.
Raspberry Triple Horse Belgian Style raspberry finish, 10% alcohol, and it's aesthetically pleasing. God damn it!
God damn it! That's old, man. That's from 2017.
Because I remember that whole read went, or that
That's 6
whole
years ago?
whole
7
read
years
went
ago
great.
almost?
Did it cold, and at the end, I couldn't
shit.
think of something that said it looks good.
Math is wild when you apply it to years. 2017 is 7 years ago.
Yep.
2 more years,
You
Pokemon
can
Go will be
also
10
hear
years.
in your voice. It was pitched a little. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a little bit.
yeah, it was a
higher.
little bit higher, a little
Yeah.
bit. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
add
like
more,
we're like Robert Plant. We're just
more
like
estrogen. Yeah.
Oh
go
yeah.
lower,
Good time.
in the register.
Good time.
But Flying Fish is also going bankrupt. Yeah.
I can't believe that. That's
Yeah.
good beer too.
Well, from what I understood is they were purchased by some investor or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
he made some bad decisions, and then that's what tanked the company.
Wow.
Essentially,
man.
to where it's like things are.
Yeah.
You know, it's possible they're probably going to get bought up by somebody else. I know. Didn't Neshaminy Creek just buy somebody too?
They bought.
They just bought
another
a
place.
location in
Yeah.
Phoenixville.
Oh yeah.
Or not Phoenix? No, Phoenixville. It's
Harleysville.
Yeah, Harleysville.
Oh, okay.
And
it's like a bank. It's
Shout
really
out
cool
to
looking.
Neshaminy Creek. They may be involved in a spicy thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
We're still ironing it out, but
Yeah.
I got my eyes on the.
You know,
All I
do-
gotta say is I don't want to do all outdoor events.
no.
I know. I'm just saying,
Dude, the
like,
outdoor
we need-
event, just like say on a much grander scale, planning a wedding and people that plan an outside wedding. I would never do that.
Yeah, no,
because you're putting way too much faith in it not raining, and then when it does, it fucks everything up.
Well, my
No,
my
thank you.
sister and brother-in-law they did it right. They had a big, huge circus tent on their. Cause
That's
they did
different.
They did it on their property.
That's great though,
But,
because you got the tent, and,
yeah.
and actually that would make it nice if it did rain
Yeah.
on you got that tent going on. That makes
Uh-huh.
it more fun and cozy. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I like that
For
idea.
sure.
So if you got the shelter, fine, doesn't matter. But if you're
Yeah.
going to be outside by the sea and you get the
Oh,
ocean
yeah.
behind you,
We're by the ocean.
I did that.
Harpoon?
I did a no. Well, no.
It's in
it's-
Inner Harbor.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but I did I went to a wedding that was on the beach. The ceremony was on the beach, and it was shit. I can't remember what time of year, but I just remember it was cold.
Yeah.
Probably
because
It
the
was
wind.
cold.
People don't account for the wind. They look
No.
at the forecast. They see 85 looks good, but then there's wind. There's
Yeah.
freaking
Whatever
wind,
that
dude.
effect
Offshore
is with
wind.
with the
Yeah.
coolness and the
Yeah, the wind
water.
gets cooled down from the water and it reaches you. It's like 62-degree wind coming at you. Come on.
Yeah.
You don't think about that.
What
but
was that? The wedding.
that's-
There was a wedding one time I went to, or I didn't go to the wedding. I was down the shore when the wedding was happening, and it was again windy. They had a fire. They got a permit where it was like one of the beaches where you could get a permit to have a fire, and they set up this fire, and they were doing photo by
Island
the
Beach?
and all like 5 of the groomsmen's coats caught on fire.
Wow.
Oh
It was
my
too
god.
close to the fire, and it blew the other way. And I'm like walking down the boardwalk, and there's like fire trucks. I'm like, the fuck is happening?
That's
and there's-
hot.
and all their coats were on fire. They're using the other coats to out the other coats.
Yeah, see, coats to
Coats,
save
coats,
the other
coats,
coats.
coats.
goats.
Weddings are another great place where
Podcasting
you can
101.
enjoy some beer a little too much too. We've all seen that before. We've all
had
seen
to
one or
do a
two
wedding
people
when I
at a
was
wedding
drunk.
like that. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
I
is
was
Yeah.
a priest at a wedding. They were all here because these fucking people.
Thanks, guys.
at my
it wasn't
sister and
that
brother-in-law's wedding, like I couldn't get drunk. I was drinking a lot, and I
Yeah.
wasn't getting drunk at
What
all.
the hell is that? That's happened to me a few times.
was-
I've drank 6,
Yeah.
7 beers. I'm not feeling nothing.
I was a
Weird.
dancing
Too much
fool.
in your belly, food wise, maybe absorbing some stuff, slowing down the process.
dude. I
don't know.
was sweating a lot. Like
Blood's
yeah.
too thick.
Yeah, you know what? That'll happen too. If you're moving around and dancing around enough, you don't even realize
Yeah.
you're drunk.
I've been to a couple
Yeah.
weddings where it's like I drank heavily, but like I was
How
not
are you
drunk.
guys? How are you guys on the dance floor when it comes time to weddings? You guys are
Been
you guys
getting
dance
better.
a lot? Like
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, when I
like not even slow dancing, just like partying.
Oh,
dancing,
when I
goofy
was-
dancing, you know.
the both weddings that I shot last fall, I'm not drinking. I'm literally just have a camera in my hand and I'm on the dance floor dancing with these people.
Yeah.
While I'm getting the action shots. Like,
nice. That's the best way to do it.
Especially when a good song comes on.
Yeah. When
like
it hits
one
right,
of those classics come on and I'm like, oh. Yeah.
I went to a wedding with my wife. It was a friend of hers from college, so I knew nobody, and I was the only one on the dance floor at one point. I go on the dance floor constantly. Like I am that dude that dances to everything, gets the crowd going, hyping them up, having a good time.
That makes sense, Tyler.
That's me, and I have a lot of fucking fun. I don't know how to dance worth a damn.
No,
I
me
like
neither.
dancing at weddings.
No.
Me and Kyle did. We interlocked fingers and did Footloose, kicking the like we did. Yeah, at our cousin's wedding.
You know what I think it is? You know what I think part of it is like I think it has because like again we've said it so many times is like how into music and stuff you were.
That's
as
what
a,
it is.
as a kid.
That's what it is.
Because then it's like
it wakes me the fuck up.
It's like it's like anyone like my sisters, like people that like really like were into music when they were children. I think end up like they don't care. They don't give a shit.
No.
I can't dance worth a shit.
No.
And I look like an idiot doing
Dude,
it.
I do all the funny ones.
But it's having
back
fun.
at the bus.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, I do. I always mouth the words and like time for look at whatever it is. I always do shit like that. That's what I do. I act out the words. That's what I do. It's when I don't know
What
what,
I like
the
what Tyler
dance
does,
moves are.
When you're really drunk, he'll be like, Tyler will be like, his name was Leo and he dances, like
Whatever it is. No, you know what? I
gonna say,
actually tore my pants once on my knees. I did a knee slide.
I did that at my brother-in-law's wedding.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both holes right in the knees.
And they were a rental, and the rental people didn't say anything about it though. so I
There's
got
your
away with
clip
that.
right there. I did it at my brother's wedding, both holes.
That's good. That's good.
Man, Phil's been dropping
I was
it.
so drunk I thought I dislocated my shoulder at that wedding.
Whoa.
And then I requested Pony, and some girl said I was disgusting. That's a fucking good song.
Good song.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
But a lot of old people were still hanging around. It was like,
Who gives a shit?
Man,
do it.
The best is when you're at a wedding and you put on a song like Pony, and then you get the older women to dance.
Oh,
That's
They're
fantastic.
like it brings them back to their days.
That's
yeah.
what makes me miss my grandma. Like I wanted to have my a wedding one day and be out there, be like, "Would you like to dance to a song with me?"
With Pony?
Yeah, sure.
You-
Body yada yada yada.
Do the Dougie with your grandma.
Oh, see, that was it. I got real big into the Dougie.
Yeah.
To where I was like, dude, I
Dougie.
used to.
Were you teaching
What?
people?
No,
Teaching them
no.
how to Dougie.
God damn it!
I tried to teach him how to Dougie, but
Or like, how about like all those kinds of like those instructional dance music, so like a cha-cha slide.
dude,
and,
I'm horrible at those.
Cotton Eye Joe or Soldier Boy. Remember Soldier Boy?
Oh, Soldier Boy, yeah.
Bling, bling.
What's the one where you?
Oh, like this Soldier
Yeah.
Boy. That's what it is.
Soulja
Boy.
Oh,
It's officially the whitest podcast.
oh yeah.
The whitest podcast.
Excuse me, what does Superman at home?
Actually, I'm considered a person of color.
Wait, where is this coming from?
No, I looked into it.
We should have stopped a minute.
No. For real though.
What
For
color?
real. No, well, that's the thing. There's that whatever coalition.
White.
No. There's a coalition that decides like what races are or like what people with backgrounds are people of color. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm a quarter Slavic.
Oh.
Right? And because
So you're Asian?
Slavic.
Oh,
Eastern European.
I forgot where Slovakia was.
Yeah. So
He like a neuter.
well, yeah,
I'm
but
like,
even
I'm like
even
Russia, Slovakia. No, that's
well,
not
like,
Asia.
and that's the thing. Even Polish they're Slavic people.
Okay.
Right. So like they're considered people of color when you look it up in the like. Yeah.
What?
Wild.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
I'll have to find it. But yeah. And I'm like, wow, I'm a quarter. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm a dime.
So yeah, where was Poland?
Poland was
Germany.
Germany. I believe Poland.
Geography,
So-
ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
when we pull the episode up, we'll pull a
Poland
map
is-
up. And we'll be really confident.
Poland is the
So,
east
yeah.
of Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else, Phil?
No, I just I'm excited for hanging out at Harpoon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
We
It's
did.
gonna be a great time.
Thanks for taking a look at the cinema beer and shit and
that's good, man.
Cinema beer shit.
yeah beer shit yeah.
Very good.
Oh
Full
yeah,
Size Podcast.
beer shits is the next episode.
Beer shit's
Nice.
the next episode.
Thanks, guys. If there's anything you want to see or anything that you want us to talk about, topics that you want us to talk about, questions you have for any of the show members, just send it on over to us on our Instagram at Full Slice Podcast. Also, let us know what reels you like that we're posting. Click that like, comment
I did get a couple comments directly from Spotify listeners, which was nice. So shout out.
Let's read them next episode.
Shout out to Kyla. She did post a couple comments.
I did
on
comment
so
to
thank
that
you.
one person that.
That was great.
Our nice hate. Our nice hate.
And that's the thing.
Instagram comment.
If you're gonna try to roast us, please be good.
Yeah,
Put effort into it.
Make it a good roast.
Go for gold.
Yeah, because I'm gonna come right back at you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you.
Love you.